Prior to containment being put in place, the individual was able to break the rear window of that location and exit that location with the female that he was holding against her will. Several hours later, here in the 1300 block of Alabama Avenue, officers of the 7th District were canvassing this area, looking for this female and male. Upon encountering those two individuals here in the 1300 block of Alabama Avenue, one of our officers fired shots at an individual who was holding a long gun with a drum magazine attached. We'll be releasing that image of the firearm that was recovered. We'll be releasing that to the immediately following this press conference. The individual has been taken to an area hospital where he has been pronounced deceased at this point. The woman who was involved, she was here on the scene, obviously visibly shaken from all of this, but she is, at least physically, she is safe and in the care of police custody right now, being interviewed until she can be reunited with her family. It appears that these two individuals have known each other. They were involved in some type of relationship, and that's all that we know at this time. The officer who was involved, he has been a member of the Metropolitan Police Department for the last 5 years, and we will be eventually releasing the body-worn camera footage in compliance with the mayor's order to release the video within 5 days.
Do you know how many shots were fired?
That's part of the investigation. I'm not exactly sure what the number of shots that were fired.
So we're hearing a lot from community members who saw the police presence and were watching the standoff that there was a baby involved, using a child as a human shield.
No, that is not true. At least the stories that the information that I have at this point, it does not appear that a baby or anything like that was involved. No.
What are the general ages of both the suspect and the young woman that he was holding against her will?
Maybe 30s to 40s, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So they both fled that standoff situation. Do you know the time difference between when we believe they left the standoff and the encounter here in 13?
Yeah. So the initial encounter was around 11, almost 11:30, somewhere around there, and then when they encountered them here in the 1300 block of Alabama Avenue, it was before 3:30, so right around maybe 3 o'clock, somewhere in that area.
Threatening police with his gun, or
Any what?
was he threatening the police with his gun?
Oh, he actually raised the gun at the officers before the officer fired his service weapon. So we're thankful that our officer obviously is okay. Condolences to the family of the deceased gentleman in this situation. I think it's just a testament to the dangers that our police officers face day in and day out when they come to work. Thankfully, again, that the woman who was involved in this, that she, again, is at least physically, that she's okay. Thank you so much.
Do we know what led to this? Did he say anything? What led to the standoff or to the moments and seconds before the officer fired his gun?
Well, at that point, again, it's part of the investigation, but as the officers began to approach the two individuals, he was near the fence over there. He backed away from the fence. He brandished the long gun. He raised the gun to the officers. There were commands that were shouted to him, and the officers ended up firing their service weapon in defense of his life. In this case.
What's your message to the community? This has been an intense day of police presence in this community.
Yeah.
And to see something like this unfold,
Yeah.
not only against your own officers, but just really against the neighbors here.
Yeah, you know, these things are they're shocking to the conscience of some members in the community. I'm happy that the Metropolitan Police Department officers and our department was here in support of the community to make sure that a bad situation, did not turn worse than what it ended up being. It was isolated to the individuals that were involved in this situation, possibly some type of domestic connection here. But the Metropolitan Police Department, we're here to support the community. We'll maintain a presence in this neighborhood. The 7th District officers, as well as support from our Special Operations Division, will maintain a presence in community, but we're here. As you see, our partners from Metro Transit also are here, again, just trying to reassure the community that we're here, we're in the community, and we're here to protect them. Thank you so much. Yep.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you for that time.
Yep, you're welcome.